Can a scent make you happier? Oud For Happiness is a portal to modernity. It amplifies the benefits of oud through a puff of freshly cut narcotic grass. Energizing and uninhibited, the composition provides an addictive means of relaxation that stimulates self-confidence. Better than an imaginary paradise, enter into a secret dimension where the experience of deep harmony can be lived. Initio's Oud For Happiness.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Cologne podcast.
I'm Myke.
And I'm Ryan.
Just two best friends going on a journey, smelling fragrances and giving you our uneducated opinion.
Highly uneducated. And today, we're going to be...
puffing the magic dragon, Ryan.
Today, we're going to be putting our noses to Initio's
Oud For Happiness.
We hope it puts a little happiness in our life.
Yeah? I'm always looking for a little bit of happiness, Ryan. But you know who wasn't happy, Ryan?
Who's that?
YSL 187.
Is he putting a hit out on YSL?
Yes.
Wow.
Here's what he says.
Okay.
Not a fan at all. Oud for Greatness is better, and I'm not even really a fan of that as well. Licorice and herbs with that BR 540 Instant Crush backbone, it's actually bad. One of the few I can say smells bad. Most perfumes I can understand why people like, even if it's not my taste. But apparently he can't understand why people would like this one.
Man. Good Lord.
YSL 187, about to put the hit out.
Is he saying YSL 187 as in YSL kills, like it's the best?
I don't know.
That's also a bold statement. Mr. Designer Man.
YSL 187, if you're a listener, email us. Let us know what the hell's going on with your name. You're putting a hit out on YSL. You love YSL. You think it kills other frags.
I'm so interested.
Me too. But before we get too deep into this, Ryan, we need to take a trip back to the magic Greenland of Jules by Dior with our one night stand review.
Hit the music, Todd.
Yeah. One night stand review.
Well, Myke, after waking up next to a burly man with a gold medallion between his chesticles...
Yes.
Covered in hair.
Yeah, like an East Texas grizzly bear.
What do you have to say about Jules by Dior?
I mean, it starts off really clean, really soapy, with a little bit of that musk, and then it kind of dries down into this spicy sort of something.
Yeah. For me, it was a kick in the scrotum.
You were all about the dry down, though.
The dry down is amazing. Well, I'm not talking bad about the opening, and you know me, I love loud, obnoxious fragrances.
Yes, he does.
But that one got me shook. That opening is not for the faint of heart.
It had power.
Lots of it, Jeremy. Tons of it. But the dry down is absolutely fantastic. Like the rest of the day, me and Myke are sitting around doing nothing because we don't do anything else with our lives.
Right.
And I'm just like, man, are you smelling this? Like, it was incredible. The dry down is amazing. I can't believe for such an older fragrance that it's that amazing.
Well, Bill had a good point because he hit us up on our buymeacoffee.com/Cologne podcast.
He did. Thank you, Bill, by the way.
And he said... It blows my mind that in this day and age, a mainstream house like Dior would issue a fragrance like Jules.
Yeah.
So unlike fragrances which are currently in vogue, it's a brave and bold move. And I agree because I think some people would go, oh, it smells a little dated, or here's where fragrances are going.
Yeah.
Here are the popular DNAs, and kind of chase that. But the fact that they reformulated this and then released it just a few years ago.
Yeah, 2016.
It's really badass.
And look, obviously we haven't smelled the original, but if this is what they're putting out right now, this is not watered down.
No. And I mean, I did like Dior Elixir, the Sauvage Elixir as well. Yeah. So, I mean, it is very Sauvage, but there are some shining moments in it. So Dior, which just got MFK as their main creative director now.
That is curious.
Yeah, within the last few weeks, man.
I don't know what direction they're going to go in, but I will say majority of the MFK stuff I've smelled has been pretty amazing. So
pretty baller. The dude's nose is insured for $8 million.
Really?
MFK, yeah. Well, Francis Kirk John, yeah. His nose is insured. $8 million.
I wonder if other perfumers have their noses insured.
I would love
Surely.
to know.
Surely they got to. If he does, surely the others do.
I mean, how could you collect on that? What would happen?
Yeah, how do they prove that?
Hey, I lost my nose. Can I get $8 million?
Or if he goes, whatever, I got sick and now I can't smell shit anymore.
Yeah, I got COVID and my sense of smell never returned.
That's weird, man. How would they prove that?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Well, there you go. Jules by Dior. It's a trip to the past, but with modern formulation. It's strong and it lasts long.
It is a badass fragrance. Again, thank you, Bill S. in Chicagoland. We're much appreciative of the coffees, but more importantly, we're appreciative of you interacting with us, writing us, and giving us this recommendation. Badass fragrance.
Yep. Thanks for being a part of the community. And now, Ryan, let's get into our scent of the day. That sweet, delicious, herbaceous Oud for Happiness by Initio.
All right. Let's do it.
I think I did the last one first. Your turn.
Sweet. I hope this is hella dank.
Oh, yeah. Dank and spicy, like the memes.
Here we go. Ooh.
Wow. Man, I haven't even brought it up to smell it yet. I'm just kind of getting the wafts.
Me either. Woo,
it does have a little of that dank in there.
It does have some dank, but man, I is not a stoner, still like this.
Ooh, huh. This is an interesting one. It's really thick right now. I need to take a second.
Okay, we've all been young. Let's just get real with it, okay? We've experimented, okay?
Yeah, we've all smoked pot in high school and college, am I right?
All I'm going to say right now off the top, and this shit is badass.
Yeah.
This is like...
the good.
Yeah, it's like you just one of your best friends is like, hey, and they're like, you open up whatever they have and you put your nose in there and you're like, whoa.
And a nice fresh bag.
Man,
I feel like it's got all the good things about it's got all the attractive smells from, let's just say, weed.
Yeah, for real, it does.
Without the stinky kind of skunk side.
This is crazy. Man.
This just goes to show you got to smell it in the studio. Ladies and gentlemen, please build your own home studio. And from now on, only smell fragrances for the first time in that studio. Because I've smelled this before.
Really?
Whenever it first came out, it wasn't even released yet. And I was up at the scent room and they said, hey, we've got a bottle. Actually, our girl Francesca was up there and she said, we got a bottle. You can't even take a picture of it yet. She said, but I'll let you spray it and smell it. And so I sprayed it on my skin. But that place has so many fragrances going on at one time.
Yeah.
You can't tell what's blending and mixing. And
yeah, things will smell good to you, but you don't really get the full...
Yeah, you don't know if you're smelling this plus somebody spraying red tobacco over there or whatever.
Yeah. On my skin, it has a different smell than the card.
Yeah.
It's like...
the card has almost like a little citrus vibe to it.
I was going to say that on my skin. Well, you're so weird. Every time he's like, oh, the card's got this, I'm like, man, that's what it is on my skin, and the card's the opposite.
Yeah, our skin it's like the reciprocal.
But for me, does it feel more herbal on the skin or something? I can't explain it.
Yeah.
Man, it is hella medicinal on the
This
skin.
is wild, man.
God damn, my glaucoma's clearing up.
I'm getting hungry. Some munchies after this.
Laughing uncontrollably for the next 10, 15 minutes.
I can't feel my hands. I can feel them.
I'm going to say this. Initio, if you're out there and you're listening, you're probably not. But if you are, y'all make some badass fragrances.
They really do. I could be wrong here.
Yeah.
But I think it's a brother-sister company with Parfums de Marly.
I remember you saying that. And if that's the truth, then that's amazing because Parfums de Marly makes some pretty badass shit too.
Yeah.
So from Oud for Greatness, Blessed Baraka, and this... and there was one we smelled at the scent room. I can't remember the name of it, but it legitimately smelled like grape soda.
Oh, was that like absolute aphrodisiac or something like that?
I think so, but everything I have smelled from this line is legitimately pretty badass. So far, they probably got something to let me down, but I'll say so far they have been really impressive.
Yeah, this is an interesting one for sure. So to try to break down what we're smelling,
it's sweeter on the card.
It's almost got like a Christmas type smell.
On my skin, I can kind of get behind you on that.
It's like a sweet sort of smell, but it's also very herbal. But like when you think of like Christmas tree, not like green fragrances.
Yeah. On my skin, I've lost all the sweetness. It's like 100% herbal to me, or whatever, a Christmas fir, if you will. But on the card, it still has that opening, that like just a opening sweet, dank bag of the cleanest, sticky, icky.
Yeah, Mary Jane.
The freaking card smells incredible. I would love this. People would probably think I don't know, I sell on the side or something, but good Lord, it smells amazing.
Abba Zabba, you my only friend. Man, this is dank and spicy.
What's the trend on it?
Take a look. It's wild. You do want to keep smelling it.
You do. It is addictive.
I feel like this is a gateway fragrance, Ryan. Before long, we're going to be sniffing all kinds of fragrances in here.
Well, it's still trending hard, and it did come out earlier this year.
Yeah.
So it's been out for a few months. I did not know that. So this is somewhat of a newer fragrance.
It is. Yeah, we got it when it first came out.
And we've just been sitting on it?
We've been sitting on it just because we're backlogged on stuff.
Good Lord. We suck.
We do suck. I tell you what, y'all go to buymeacoffee.com/Cologne podcast, donate about $600. Let us know how bad we suck.
Don't let him persuade you. Who is wearing this?
Let me think.
Is he wearing dreads?
Oh, hell no.
Is there Jamaican music going in the background of your dream sequence, Myke?
See, I wouldn't think so. I know there are other fragrances out there that are cannabis inspired.
Yeah.
But for this one, it's very elevated.
Oh, it is. This is crazy.
This one's a mind fuck of a fragrance.
It really is.
I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around it.
Man, it's legit, man.
I feel like we sound stoned right now.
Man.
Tell you what, man.
There's like real THC like coming off of this.
Dude.
We're inhaling the hell out of it.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you one of my funny, this is what happened when I was stoned moments.
Oh, God.
In high school.
Okay.
I've always kind of steered clear of mind-altering substances, but for a short time I was in a band, and everybody in this band was fucking weed heads, like to the max.
I just love that you're, is this story going where you're just like talking about you caving into peer pressure?
No, I definitely did cave into peer pressure. There was one night we got just obliterated, just completely stoned out of our minds.
Oh, God.
I found the combination, because we got munchies from hell.
Yeah.
I found this combination of drinking chocolate milk and eating barbecue chips.
What the hell?
And I was like, the sweetness of the chocolate milk with the salty tanginess of the chips. I mean, this is some Gordon Ramsay type shit.
Oh, my God.
And, dude, I believed in that combo for years after that.
Oh, my God. Some pregnancy shit, man. What the hell?
Dude, no lie. But I remember just being completely stoned out of my mind.
Well, let me give you guys the perspective of a normal person and their normal experience smoking weed over here. One of my favorites back in the day, I remember me and some friends, we put down like 2 Pepperidge Farms coconut cakes. I freaking love those cakes. Anytime I eat that, I'm like having flashbacks, man.
That's hilarious.
Those are the best, dude.
The funny thing is, I grew up pretty strict.
Yeah.
As far as background and all that stuff. So I didn't really want to even do that. I mean, I only really smoked with friends or drank. And I don't even now, don't really drink that often. Maybe a glass of scotch twice a year.
Let's preface this. So me and Myke, we're not like losers, but
we're losers.
Yeah. We both are weird about, he said it with mind-altering stuff.
Yeah.
Like my mental capacity to have my mental state is more important than me than living. So I don't like losing control of me.
Yeah.
So I'm the same way. We don't like really do anything. I mean, I'm the same way. If I drink a beer, it's literally every great once in a while. We're just not heavy into that.
Yeah, maybe we're weird in that way, but I'm with you on that. I just don't need a lot to be happy. I'm pretty easy to please, truthfully. All I need is a little bit of oud.
Well, you're going to skip it?
Sample it?
Buy it.
What are you going to do, Ryan?
Obviously, this is not something I can wear every day. I feel like people would think I had no ambitions in life.
You're just cheaping it up every freaking day.
Yeah. I just don't think anybody would take me serious smelling like this all the time. But I do think there is a time and a place for this. And believe it or not, I think this would look good on somebody dressed up. I don't know why. But all that to say, I would probably sample it. And I know you can go to Initio Parfum's website and they do a 10 mil of their stuff. And I know this one, 10 mil, is like $79.
Yeah, but Ryan, it's way cheaper.
Where?
On myfragrancesamples.com.
Really?
Yes. A 10 mil of this thing is 50 something bucks.
Dang.
I think so. Let me double check.
Because this is where we got our sample, was from myfragrancesamples.com.
Yeah, 10 mil is 56 bucks, and that's before you add podcast at checkout to get an extra 15% off.
Jesus, how much was it again?
It's 50.
I know you said it.
56 bucks.
56?
56.50.
Damn. 47.60.
That's right. If you use podcast at checkout, you could get that bad boy for 48 bucks.
God, that is hefty, man.
10 mil.
It is unique, and I'm going to say for sure the cardstock is where it's at. I don't like it on my skin though. I don't care for it on my skin, but the cardstock is sweeter. It's so pretty.
I like it on both. I think this is younger.
Yes, I agree.
Just because of its highly weed smelling.
What, only young kids smoke weed? You stereotyping the younger generation?
Not that, but I think the older you get and the more you wear that sort of stuff, it's less of like an intrigue.
Yeah.
Like we're right at the cusp. And first of all, if you're going to be in your mid 30s wearing it, I feel like you got to be in shape.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if you're able to pull off some nice tight fitting button up shirts, maybe floral design, this would be a fun one to wear.
Oh, yeah.
Summertime fragrance, I'm guessing. Probably best to wear this around summertime.
Man, it is sharp.
Although, if you want to freak out your family at your, Christmas get-together, this could be fun, too. Some of that herbal sort of green-smelling vibe to it. Yeah, it's kind of Christmas.
Yeah, it's all fun and games till Grandma sneaks up to you and it's like, you
gives you a big...
some of that dank?
Yeah, exactly. I think it might have helped me, too.
I got glaucoma. I can't see shit. All right. I do want to propose a question, though, to the audience. Anybody that out there, if y'all have smelled this before, please write us. Let us know what you feel like the appropriate time is to wear a fragrance that has kind of a bit of a cannabis smell to it. Yeah. I'm really interested in knowing that because I personally I don't know. I feel like for some reason, I feel like you kind of got to be dressed up for it.
What?
I just feel like you got to be, I know that sounds crazy.
Yeah, in like a linen shirt and like cargo shorts or something?
No, I don't
Sandals?
know. I feel like if you play into like that mantra or stereotype or whatever you want to call it of just like casually walking around smelling like weed.
But it doesn't smell like, I know plenty of friends who have smelled like weed, like straight up you smell them and you're like, Jesus
And it's
Christ,
usually more
man.
skunkier. I get that.
Yeah, it's normally like gross smelling. This is a very clean, it's got that herbaceous sort of vibe to it. We got to keep in mind too, now we're in Texas where it's still not completely accepted. But in other states that have decriminalized it and made it legal to even buy, in fact, medicinal is all over the place. I've got friends that get it as a prescription.
Yeah, it's not liked in Texas on the surface, but you can definitely tell a lot of people in Texas.
You can find it.
Yeah. I think it's more popular than people think, but because we're in the Bible Belt, it's something that's a little taboo.
I'm not saying it's not popular.
Yeah.
Did I say popular?
No, I said that.
Okay, I was about to say, it's not that it's not popular, it's just not as accepted legally.
Yeah, I was just putting words in your mouth.
Okay, great. Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like we're framing this in a way because we're from Texas.
Yeah.
that, it's not that big of a deal, Ryan. I mean, everybody does it. You shouldn't.
You're trying to pressure me right now,
Why don't
Mike?
you get another spray, huh? Man, you want to be cool, don't you? Hey, listen, if you want to be cool, go to buymeacoffee.com/Cologne podcast. The end of the month, the end of November will be the end of our season 1.
Oh my God. Are you just going to casually drop that?
Yes.
Good God. Hey, give us money. By the way, end of the series.
Well, they need to know why we keep pushing this so hard. Is that we're trying to ramp up into season 2 and offer more than what we have this past season. So if you want to be a part of that and help us out, check us out, buymeacoffee.com/Cologne podcast. Whatever you donate there goes back into the show. We're not buying giant juicy bottles. It's just getting ready and getting samples and other things, hosting, blah, 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 blah. All the fun stuff that is out of pocket that makes this show as good as it is and as good as it's going to be.
That's right. So again, let me just allow Mike to say this again, since I kind of rudely interrupted him. But so we're ending the show forever.
No. Not at all. Season 1 will end at the end of November.
Okay.
We're well over 100 shows now.
Yeah, that was our goal.
Episodes.
Our goal was 100 episodes.
Our goal was 100 episodes for season 1. We're well past that. Now, you may look at our numbered episodes and go, yeah, but you're only 76 or whatever.
Yeah.
But between the fragrance philosophies, the interviews, all different kinds of stuff, we've hit over 100. Our goal was 100. And so what we're going to do is at the end of November, we'll end our regular schedule for the show.
Yeah.
And then you'll still get episodes in December. They may be special episodes. They may be interviews. They may be fragrance requests from you guys as listeners. So still be sure to write in an email. Yeah. We've still got plenty of requests that we're going to be catching up on. But then season 2 will start first of the year.
Yes. And we're going to be coming at you hard.
Yeah. So everything you loved about this season, we're taking that into next season, but we're adding more to it. We're going to be incorporating video more. You'll still get plenty of your podcast episodes here, but then there will also be special content that's going to go up on Instagram and on YouTube that will complement the content that we put up here. We're still a podcast. Don't get us wrong.
Yes.
Still a podcast. We'll always be, but we'll have even more interesting content that's going to go up that will complement what we're already posting.
There you go.
And until next time, spray it up, y'all.